Happy Friday, everybody, from Mia and I to you. Okay, so we had squats and bench press today. As I was doing my squats, as I was warming up, I felt pretty good, and I decided to kind of piggyback off of what I started last time I did squats, by going a little bit lower. So today was really just about increasing the range of motion a bit, really getting down lower than I had before, and it was an absolute success. I was able to do it. I'm very happy with these reps, and as you'll see when I hit depth, my hips are very significantly below my knees. It's very noticeable. There's no question about it. Like right there, that's how low I like to go for my squats. I do realize not everybody can do that. Not everybody has the ankle mobility or the hip mobility maybe, but you should at least be striving for parallel. And if you can't, you should probably address that. And instead of overloading with partials, you should focus on increasing your range of motion, keeping things light so that you're still working it, but along the way you're trying to get to depth. And if that means parallel, then it's parallel. Me personally, because I have pretty good ankle flexion, I like to go lower than that if I can, and when I get heavier, I just go to parallel. When I can't go more or less ass to grass, I like to at least hit parallel, and if I don't, I simply do not count those reps. And that's important. If you guys get to a weight where you sacrifice your depth for the sake of the weight, that's a good reason to dial it back a little bit, get stronger, regroup, and then try to attempt that same weight and just add a little bit of depth. It could be a transition, getting used to a new weight and just decreasing the range of motion a bit, but your goal should be to improve the quality of the rep at that weight instead of trying to continually overload, because at that point you might just start to accept partial reps instead of full reps. Alright, second double. So it was 3 triples and then 2 doubles with the main lifts. And again, I'm very happy with these reps. That depth is exactly what I was going for. So if I had done less than that, they would have been okay because I probably would have hit parallel, but my goal is to be able to get that low with my squats. Not everybody can do it, but if you can, it's a really helpful thing to do. Okay, bench press. Still at 235, so 3 triples, 2 doubles, and just like what I did last time, I just made sure that I put a significant pause at the bottom. Just because I can, just because I have the strength for it. 235 is not a challenge, so as I progress with these sets, you'll see I try to increase that time on the chest, so that way I'm putting a longer pause, and especially for the last set, I put a very significant, I counted 2 second pause on the chest before I even try to press it up, and it moved just fine. So I'm going to keep with 10-pound jumps until these start to get really challenging or significantly, just because it's still pretty easy at this point. Now for accessories, I finally got around to doing a snatch grip deadlift. I've been meaning to do that, throw that into rotation for a bit now, and I've been really happy with getting into good mornings, and also just kind of switching things up. I really like doing cleans. That has been doing a lot of good for me. But yeah, I just decided to do snatch grip deadlift. I did 3 working sets, 5 with, I did 275, 285, 295. And then for my upper body accessory, I went to a flat barbell bench instead of the dumbbells. And it just felt good to do that, overload a little bit more than I can with dumbbells. And I did sets of 5 with 225, 230, and 235. So all in all, good workout. And I'm especially proud of the squats today because I'm able to get the depth that I like to get to, and I'll do that as long as I can. So with that said, hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. Be safe, and especially if you're in the Chicago area, stay warm. And that's it. So remember, adopt, don't shop.